Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your body is changing and no one handed you the rule book? You're hot, you're tired, you can't remember what you walked into the room for, and yet everybody just keeps telling you it's just menopause. And to make it worse, the advice out there is all over the place. One expert says cut carbs, another says eat more fat, one says strength train daily, another says walk and meditate, and then there's the endless scroll of miracle supplements. It's no wonder so many women feel stuck, overwhelmed, and really totally confused about what actually helps during perimenopause and menopause. In today's episode, I'm going to help you sort through the noise. You'll learn why menopause feels harder than anyone talks about and how to finally create a path forward that's grounded, clear, and doable. So let's get started.
Menopause doesn't have to feel like you are living in someone else's body. Your host, Linda Enright, has spent the last 25 years helping women to thrive in midlife. Here you'll find science-based practical advice that you can start using today to get real results for your health. Welcome to Joyful Menopause.
Let's start with why this feels so overwhelming to begin with. You're trying your best, but it feels like no matter what you do, it is not enough. You may be following every diet tip you can find on how to lose weight during menopause, yet the belly bloat won't budge. Or you're cutting sugar, tracking calories, and doing all the right things, but you're still exhausted and waking up with hot flashes at night. The truth? Much of the health advice we've been given wasn't designed for women in perimenopause or postmenopause. It doesn't consider how estrogen affects weight loss or how shifting hormone levels impact metabolism, mood, and sleep. That's why so many women say things like, I used to be able to drop 5 pounds easily, now nothing I do works. Or, I can't even think straight anymore. What is wrong with me? Here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with you. You're simply navigating a life stage with big hormonal, neurological, and metabolic changes. But you've probably been given strategies that don't match what your body actually needs right now. And the worst part, the confusion is totally exhausting, especially when you're already exhausted. But what if the reason you're overwhelmed isn't because you're doing something wrong, but because no one has taught you what's actually happening in your body? We'll get into that next. First, let's talk about the symptoms that silently sabotage everything. Brain fog in perimenopause and menopause. It's real. You're not imagining it. The drop in estrogen impacts your brain's neurotransmitters, especially those tied to memory and focus. That means you might read the same paragraph 3 times or forget the name of someone that you've known for years. Pair that with perimenopause sleep problems or insomnia during menopause, and suddenly everything is harder. Decision fatigue kicks in. You second guess yourself, your motivation dips, and your body starts running on stress hormones instead of energy. Then there's the mood side of things, anxiety and menopause. They often go hand in hand. And when anxiety hits, many women tighten their routines even more rules, more diets, more restriction. But the truth is, that can often backfire. And let's not forget about physical symptoms, hot flashes at night, night sweats in perimenopause, unexplained weight gain, and even changes in thyroid function. Yes, your thyroid and menopause are closely connected too. And imbalances here can make fatigue and weight challenges even worse. All of this creates a vicious cycle. So if you're thinking, why can't I just get it together? Please stop. You do not need to get it together. You need support, clarity, and a new framework that works with your changing body, not against it. And that's exactly what I want to show you next. I created the Joyful Menopause Plan to help women get out of this spiral of overwhelm and into a place of clarity, confidence, and ease. It's built around 5 pillars, and it's not just like this rigid set of rules. It's a roadmap that adapts to your life. That's what I do, is help my clients figure out how to make it work in their life. So I'm going to walk you through each one of the pillars. I don't do restrictive diets. Instead, we focus on building meals that stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support hormone production. That means protein, healthy fats, fiber-rich carbohydrates, and enough food to keep your metabolism functioning well. This is how you actually lose weight during menopause, by working with your hormones, not by starving yourself. But food is just one piece of the puzzle. Sleep and menopause are deeply intertwined. When your sleep suffers, everything else does too. Your cravings, your mood, your energy, motivation. In this pillar, we focus on nervous system regulation, simple nighttime rituals, and strategies that actually reduce night sweats and support deeper sleep. The next pillar might surprise you. Move with purpose. Exercise isn't just about burning calories anymore, it's about building resilience. We focus on movement that will support your nervous system, build muscle, and help regulate your hormones. Think less hustle, but more intention around exercise. And to support all this, your body needs help detoxifying. Menopause is a time when your body becomes more sensitive to environmental toxins, and your liver and gut are working hard to keep up. We don't detox with powders and juice cleanses. We focus on the basics: hydration, fiber, gentle movement, and reducing toxin exposures in everyday life. This is especially important for managing how estrogen affects weight loss and mood swings. And finally, the most underrated pillar of all, mindset and self-compassion. If you've spent decades in the try harder mindset, this will feel radical to you, but the truth is, healing doesn't happen in shame. We work on releasing guilt, reframing setbacks, and creating joy, not because it's fluffy, but because it's powerful. Menopause is not the end. It's the beginning of a wiser, freer version of you. So what does this look like in real life? Let me share a quick story. When my client Julie came to me, she felt like she was unraveling. She was waking up every night drenched in sweat, struggling with brain fog symptoms that made her question her ability to do her job. And she was trying every diet she could find for menopause weight loss. We didn't overhaul everything. We focused on one small shift at a time, starting with blood sugar balance and sleep. And within a few weeks, she wasn't just sleeping better, she was thinking clearly again. Her energy came back, the weight stopped creeping up, she started to feel like herself again. That's the power of working with your body, not against it. Now, you might be wondering how to begin, so here's what I want you to know. If you're feeling overwhelmed, confused, and like nothing is working, there's a reason. It's not because you're lazy or broken, it's because your body is asking for a new kind of support. And now you know what that support looks like. If you are ready to stop spinning your wheels and finally create your own joyful menopause, come find me. Check the link below for my website and more information. Let's do this together.